your camera mess up again?
No.
No? All right.
I think we're good.
So thanks to Bob Weir for that opening little number that was just playing there. So I don't know if anyone knows what that song is, but you can certainly chime in and let us know if you know. Do you even know, Nolan, what that song is? You don't know. Okay. Do you know who Bob Weir is?
No.
Okay. Well, then maybe we have stumped the audience this time around.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go. Welcome to Know the Score with Decker and Dix.
Yeah.
It's been a while. What you been doing? You texted me. We were going to go yesterday, and you said that you were at 7th grade orientation. So you're going to try it again, huh? Yep. Is this third or fourth time you're going to try
second
7th grade?
Second time.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I want to get that diploma again, and
yeah. So, easy orientation. What do they do? Just sit you down in the gym, and Izzy has to
they set
a bunch
the
of stuff
down and just kind of went over. They did the lockers first because this is the first year of the combination. But the night before, Izzy made us go to Runnings and get a combination lock, so she was practicing most of the night.
Oh, and we did that here too. I mean,
so she was good. She got there and got on the first try, and all of her other classmates were struggling. And I'm like, yeah, you know what we did last night? Yeah.
It's the Wizard of Iz, man. She knows what to do.
Yeah, she knows. Yep.
So she's probably takes after her mother then with her smarts is what
that would be.
See, now everybody would say that about me too. If like Lily or one of my kids did something really smart, they'd be, that's a good thing they take after Becky.
Yeah. Or they, where they got the looks from. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just remember, us guys like Nolan and I, we keep all those little sayings up here, and we remember. Yep. We remember.
Well, we don't want to say receipts, but it's pretty close to
it. We'll be cashing.
We don't want to pull up the Deion Sanders.
There you go. There you go.
By the way, looking forward to that game. NDSU Bison heading down to Colorado here in a couple weeks.
Are they? Oh yeah, God, we're getting.
Deion's really a little nervous. I think about. He was wondering why they scheduled the Bison.
I know the Gophers were like. I remember probably 10 years ago, the Golden Gophers would play NDSU, and NDSU would come in and just beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, enough of that.
Yeah. But no, it's coming quickly. The whole football season's coming, so. It's exciting.
High school starts tomorrow for us.
Football, like practice or an actual game?
Practice.
Okay,
practice starts tomorrow. Or tonight at midnight. They're having a midnight practice.
Are they really? Okay, so we start Monday.
Okay.
I think we talked about this last time. Sammy didn't want to play football this year.
Yep.
Just wasn't.
He hasn't changed his mind yet?
Yeah, no.
Maybe the night before he'll.
It could be, but he didn't do any off-season training for that. All he's doing is just lifting weights at the club, and then Lily Rose has been going every day. They have like a strength and conditioning, and then now this last 2 weeks have been captain's practice. So the captains of the girls' soccer team, they all show up. I drop her off at 7:30, pick her up at 9:30, and they just do 2 hours of drills and all that stuff, and then actual practice starts on Monday. So
okay.
We're getting close. And
yeah.
So
August is here.
It is, and it's exciting. I hope Sam doesn't regret not playing, but I think he just lost he just said it wasn't fun. And if it's not fun, I've always told him, then stop. Don't do it because you think
don't do it and quit halfway through the season because you want.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so he just really wanted to focus on wrestling. So good for him. Good for him. So it'll be interesting. So, hey, we did get an email too to our Gmail account. I was just going to read this off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'm surprised. I didn't know this had happened, but it says, hey, Decker, please let Dix know that I will not be picking him as VP. Tell him to stop texting Kay Harris, Washington, D.C. So
So she's telling me to lose her number. Is that what she's saying?
I think that's what she's saying.
Okay.
So
that's what I think it is.
Oh yeah, you should probably lose your number. And it could have been that book. You wrote that book and we got it up on Facebook. So if you haven't read it yet or seen it, please go onto our Facebook page. Yeah. So it's I get it, man. Your title rang true to me, so you'll just have to go check it out. So there you go. There you go. Interesting story. I did watch a football game, half of a football game with the possibly future vice president of the United States.
So, yeah, seen that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was back in 2019 in Mayo, Rochester, Mayo, where my kids go to high school. We're playing a game up against Mankato East up in the Vikings stadium, their practice stadium, and we were sitting there. Daryl and my buddy Daryl and I were sitting there, and all of a sudden this guy walks. My other brother Daryl, buddy Daryl, brother Daryl, whichever one. This guy walks up and like, "Hey, can I sit here?" And we're like, "Sure." And then I turn, I look, and it was Tim Walz. And I told you this earlier, and he's like, he recognized me because I've done a lot of career and job fairs for veterans in my career in the HR world. And he's like, "You do like job fairs for veterans, don't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And so it was kind of cool. He recognized me, like you said. You were
and somebody ready to use you here pretty soon.
What's that?
He's probably ready to use you if you're finding jobs for
yeah, for veterans. Yeah, and that that was always, he's a veteran. Yeah. That was always his big thing when he was a senator, and now as a governor, he sucks. I don't know. I don't really care. Again, I don't care when unless it happens to me, and then I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to care now.
Yeah,
for the most part. So, good for him. It was a decent guy. He talked a bunch of BS while we were there, and then just really kind of wanted to talk about football. And so that's what we did. So it was
all good.
Yeah. He did. The one funniest thing he did say is that he watched the first half from the Mankato East side because that's where he taught school and coached football back in the day. And then I said, "Well, then why are you over here?" And he's like, "Well, there's more votes over on this side."
Yeah, there you go.
Meaning there's more fans.
Only two of you.
No. Other people were coming up and can I get a picture? So he was just that typical politician, just But he did tell a cool story. Like every governor leaves something behind, and so I asked him, like, "Well, what did Jesse Ventura leave behind?" Because Jesse was the governor of Minnesota for 4 years, and he said, when you walk into the governor's mansion, there is up on the as you enter it, you can't smoke in there. You could always see where Jesse put out his cigar, and it's still on that.
Oh, really?
The door frame, yeah. So there was that, and he said Jesse left a pool table, is what Jesse's contributions were. So, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
kind of insider knowledge.
There you go. Yeah,
what they left behind. So.
Things you learn on Know the Score.
Yeah, for sure. So, and I know you wanted to talk about your Bears and the Hard Knocks. So,
well, that's officially underway. It debuted last night, and it was pretty good. I didn't know what to expect.
Okay,
but it was basically training camp. One of the cool parts in it was during practice, Ryan Poles and Drew Rosenhaus, DJ Moore's agent, two other guys were up in their offices. Office overlooks the practice field.
Okay.
Gets on his phone. He goes, "Hey, you want to send DJ Moore up? Just kind of inconspicuously, just send him up here." So they walked over to him, and he walked up and signed his biggest Chicago Bears contract in the middle of practice, and then he went back down, and guys are high-fiving him, and it was pretty cool to see just behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Like when they're in their big meeting room, when they're just goofing around, it's kind of cool to see. It's not all business like you would think it would be, but
okay. So, and I'm not making fun of the Bears here, Nolan. I just want to know, do you think that was staged?
What's that? The
hey, have DJ come up here and we're gonna sign him to a contract, or do you think?
I'm sure some of it is, but I'm sure
okay.
Them knowing that they're there, hey, perfect time. Let's do this.
Sure, but do you think DJ already knew he had that big deal? I mean, is that what it like? He did Rosenhaus already say, and so, like, well, try to act surprised when you come up, and all that stuff.
And he didn't really look surprised. I mean, he came up and shook hands, and I'm sure he knew what was going on. Like,
okay.
they're off. I'm sure Drew Rosenhaus said, "Hey, we've got a contract in place. You're going to sign it one of these days." And
okay,
something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll probably. I've never really watched anything from Hard Knocks in the past.
Neither have I. That's the first time I've ever watched.
Was it? Okay, so now that it's the Bears, I'll have to. I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
And just watching it, it's like the beginning kind of made you nervous. There was like 5 minutes of them following Caleb Williams during practice. I mean, he'd overthrow a guy, he'd underthrow a guy.
Oh, sure.
And he's like, God, I mean, he's just a normal guy, just like, oh man, he's just getting frustrated. And I'm like, God, is he struggling that much? And then they showed some big plays, and I'm like, on X/Twitter, you see like the same 6 plays over and over and over and over again. It's like, hey, remember the defense can't touch them. Remember there's not a pass rush. Remember, so you got to remember all that stuff. But for the most part, they're picking the pace up when they get into those preseason games. And it was just cool seeing Eberflus, because he had Nick Saban on. Nick Saban was on there talking about quarterbacks, and Saban always said, hey, I always stand behind the quarterback during practices. So Eberflus does that. And then after each play, all right, what'd you see? What'd you do? Why'd you do that? And it's kind of cool for a quarterback, because Saban even made the comment. He goes, just remember, it's all about development. He says, remember, Peyton Manning had 28 interceptions his rookie year. And that. So
right.
Certain quarterbacks can throw 28 interceptions and go, you know what? I'll do better next year. Or they're just like, God, I'm done.
I'm done. And that's where you're like, what did you get in a quarterback? And everything I've read, that Caleb Williams is mature and he's a leader and all that stuff. So it's pretty interesting.
I think for the most part, I think all these quarterbacks, McCarthy looks pretty down to earth. I think, it's the other ones you really haven't heard from, like Penix and those guys. It's really been quiet.
Yeah.
There is some scuttle down in Atlanta with Cousins. And
I sent that to you. What'd you think of that? That was,
I mean, he had to have known. I'm sure he didn't know they were going to draft a quarterback, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
To me, it's always that be careful what you wish for, because you might get it. And he got the big contract, the Super Bowl of contracts and all that stuff. But everybody's in a better spot, I think. I think that marriage was headed for divorce, probably. As soon as he hurt his Achilles, it was.
If he would have signed that deal in Minnesota, I think there would have been such a big microscope on him.
Oh my gosh!
The numbers that he did put up were pretty damn good.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I agree with you. You were trying to convince me that he was a good quarterback, which
I know. And
5 years ago, 5 years ago, you never would have done that. You would have said, Cousins sucks, Vikings suck.
You mature as you get into your upper 40s. And
you
start to realize that, football isn't life.
Correct.
But
it's fun when your team beats your buddy's team. I get it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a good ribbing, and you just got to take it.
And we won't see each other until November, December. I think the Bears' first 10 games are out of division. They don't have a division game till week 11.
Yeah.
And then we're Thanksgiving. Detroit.
Is that
Lions.
what it is? Oh yeah. And then
by then
Detroit.
The explosion will be done.
So. What makes you say? I was, because you just mentioned to me before we went on, but they love Dan Campbell right now. How is he going to lose him? Just by making the stupid play calls that he does, or is it?
Yeah, I think in the back of my mind, I mean, being a Bears fan, being a Viking fan, there's been bonehead OCs. There's been play calls, and you're just like, why'd we run the ball 3 straight times?
Yeah,
Yeah, and I've always said, if I ever ran a team, I wouldn't have a kicker. I'm lying. You need a kicker.
You need punter, right? You wouldn't have a punter.
4th and 1, 4th and 2. I'm on board with that. But if you're on your own 30-yard line, no, that's not worth the gamble. Punt it away. If you don't have any confidence, it's either saying I don't have confidence in my defense.
That's what it tells me.
Or it's saying, you know what, 4th and 2 my 30, I have confidence in my defense. We can hold them to a field goal.
I get that too. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think after week 8, as we go into week 8, the Lions will be like 3-5, and there will be scuttle that Dan Campbell is on the hot seat and could be fired by the end of the year.
Man.
Yeah.
We better
take that to the sports book.
I was going to say that means the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, they're going to be 8-0, and they're going to be flying high.
And I look. We'll do our division previews here coming up in one of the next shows. But
yeah,
you said on our last podcast, I think that the NFC North is going to be like, I think both the AFC North and the NFC North are going to be like the 2 toughest divisions around.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got, and
I will tell you this, Chad, I have no problem telling you that Justin Fields will light it up over in Pittsburgh. He is looking good, and people need to just know their role, shut their mouths.
Okay, Rock.
You're wrong. The Bears didn't give him the weapons. They didn't have a good offensive coordinator. We know that. The Bears didn't put things in place for Justin Fields. They were working their way into and trading away Justin Fields. Some people are upset. But when you reset your quarterback contract clock, as there's guys signing for $50 million a year,
right?
And you don't have to do that for 4 years. You've got a contract for 4 years with Caleb Williams. That's your championship window right there. You've got a 4-year window.
Right.
If you get to a Super Bowl, you win a Super Bowl, we'll give you $50 million a year or 60.
Right.
But if they go mediocrity for the first 3 years, Caleb's gone. They're going to restart. I mean, with the contracts going up, $50 million a year.
So let's say, let's get in our time machine. Let's go back, and the Bears make the playoffs last year. Still have the number 1 pick because Carolina was the worst team in the league. So would you do the same thing? If the Bears snuck in the back door and made it to the playoffs, would you have stuck with Justin Fields, or do you go and draft Caleb Williams?
No, I think you still. I'm pretty sure you're still drafting, because we were a game out of the playoffs.
I know that, I mean, that's why I said if you snuck in there by chance, what happens?
Yeah, no, I don't think they stick with Fields. I think it's still, you got the number 1 pick. You can't pass up on a generational quarterback like Williams.
Well, is what they're saying. So I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I mean, do you think they knew? Like during the season, it was done. Like you think Pace and
Poles.
I keep saying Pace.
Remember, Pace ruined the Bears.
Yeah, we don't like Pace.
Yeah, we don't like Pace.
And so you think
I got his autograph, but I don't like him.
So you think they were talking about Caleb Williams week 8, week 9, like, hey, we're going to get him next year and we're going to be okay.
I don't know. You know what?
It'd be interesting to be in those rooms to see what they're thinking.
Yeah. Like, they were top 3. They knew they were going to get a top 3 pick.
Right.
And you go into week 17, a touchdown in the last minute by the Texans gives the Bears the number 1 pick. It's just kind of like, wow. I mean,
yeah, it'd be kind of cool to talk to the GM and the coach and say, hey, what happened? And they would say, well, it didn't, so we don't have to worry about it. But I think it'd be cool to listen to them talk.
Yeah. I think the Bears need to bring back Lovie Smith in some form, whether it be an assistant coach, positional coach. Something.
Yeah, you've always had that love for Lovie.
I mean, Lovie was fired after a 10-6 season. He made the Super Bowl and then went 10-6, and then they fired him. It's like,
and like, we went to a couple of those games, and every time I watched them on the side, Lovie always looked lost. Even when he was coaching Illinois, I would watch the Gophers play Illinois, and he just had that look on his face, like, what the heck's going on? Kind of like that. That was just me, Nolan. Yeah. I mean, I guess if he was my coach, I'd probably be, he's just thinking. But, like Lovie Smith and another one, Green Bay, Mike McCarthy. now in Dallas.
McCarthy's been lost since.
They just look like they're not in the game. And that's just my opinion. I mean, I know, like, you know, when defense is out there, Kevin O'Connell has nothing, pretty much probably has nothing to do with the defense.
Right.
Like, I'm sure Flores is saying, Coach, I'm going to make the calls. And so that's when you would look, you know. But, like, McCarthy's the offensive guru in Dallas, and Dallas would be driving, and he'd always be like, you know, they put that thing over their mouth so people can't see it. But when they did, I don't know. And that was Lovie Smith, too. That's just every time that I saw him. It just looked like he wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, McCarthy's probably going to be gone this year too. He's maybe our next 6-pack will be the 6 top quarterbacks on the hot seat.
Quarterbacks or coaches. Yeah. We could definitely do that. So I saw on X today that they're talking about giving Kwesi and Kevin a contract extension. So we'll see.
Don't jump the gun there, boys.
No, I'm just saying that's what
I know.
They were talking about. No, I hear you.
1 year doesn't make a extension. Sometimes it does now and then.
Well, and from what happened to them, if Cousins plays the whole season, I think that season's a little bit different, don't you?
Yeah.
Last year, I think they probably make the playoffs and they win some of those games that they should have won. But what does Eberflus have to do to make it to next year? So you got to make the playoffs. If they go,
I think they'll give them a couple years with.
If they go, if they go 9-8 and he misses the playoffs, do they say?
Well, I think this group of guys that are in there now know that you can't give Williams 3 offensive coordinators and 3 new head coaches in 3 years. What they did to Fields, and I'm just like every year it was somebody different. It's like, okay, Justin, here's a new playbook. Oh, okay, I got a new playbook. Yeah. Or we got a new head coach coming in. Here's a new philosophy. So, yeah, I feel sorry for Justin Fields. I mean, the guy is a phenomenal athlete, but he's had to learn 3 new offenses. He's had 3 different coaches. Now he's got his 4th.
Right.
So, and that's why I think Caleb Williams needs Shane Waldron and Eberflus to stay in their positions.
So you're saying he's going to get 2 years? I would give him 2 years.
Yeah, which would I hope they tell Shane Waldron you're staying here as long as Caleb Williams is, because nowadays it's like Bears could go 12-5, have the highest scoring offense, and all of a sudden Shane Waldron is going to go coach the worst team in the NFL because
they're going to the Commanders or
that's
the Patriots.
where the money is.
Yeah.
I think the Bears hand the money out and just say, hey, we need you here
you're here
with Williams. You can go down in history with him if you want. But
if he does, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. So Lovie Smith with Justin Fields. You think it's a different story? I mean, you talk a lot about Lovie. So what is
Lovie was more of a defensive guy. So
okay, but what is it about Lovie that you think he's just a fabulous?
I don't know.
Coach?
He's always just brought.
See, I liked Zimmer until the last year because I think he created some of that drama between him and Cousins, and you shouldn't do that. But
I didn't mind him until, and like I said, I'm not a Viking fan.
Right.
I go to the Vikings Bears game, and you're how many yards away from a NFL record?
Yeah.
And you don't throw to him. It's just like, how does Kirk Cousins not just say, you know what?
F Jefferson, you, you just run down there and I'm, yeah.
And what I was going to say, Don Zimmer. What did Mike Zimmer say to Kirk Cousins? You know, hey, all right, we're going to do not throw it to Jefferson. Did he?
So all that stuff came out that those two didn't even talk for the last 5 games of the season. So again, which means, it was their coordinator, Turner's son. I can't remember his name. Was probably the one talking to him the whole time.
Yeah.
Not Nor, but his son. So who knows? But no, it's exciting. Going to get to watch some football here coming up. Caleb going to start the Bears game this weekend, or is he? Is he okay? They've already said it.
They're figuring a quarter probably.
Adunze's going to be out there running routes, and
I think a lot of them are going to be playing for a quarter. Yep,
for a quarter.
Rome.
Rome.
And then, of course,
Doomsday.
the scuttle in Detroit with Neighbors and Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Just looking at X here, the D-back that Neighbors hit, that Kirby Joseph.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of pictures, videos of him being the dirtiest player in the league. And now that I see that, I remember him. That's how he tackles. He goes right at knees.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Maybe Neighbors thought, you know what, dude, you're going to cheap shot some of my buddies at the knees.
Yeah.
Take a shot at you right now.
And one of the Lions defensive line took a cheap shot at Daniel Jones's offensive tackle, and Jones went after him. I mean, that's how you build camaraderie, and that's how you build, like, God, okay, this is my guy here. I'm going to play hard for Daniel Jones. So
yeah.
And I don't know. We'll see how he does.
I still have a signed jersey of Daniel Jones too.
I thought it was Mac Jones.
No, I don't have Mac Jones. I have
okay,
but I do have a Pickens jersey that's signed
from the Steelers.
From the Steelers, yeah.
Okay.
So once he's at 1,000 yards by week 9, I'll put that baby out for sale. And
oh God, you got Fields-itis in Pittsburgh already, huh?
Yeah, no.
I think he gives the Steelers a better chance to win than what Wilson does, because Wilson's.
Well, my keeper team looked very, 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 very rough with no quarterbacks. I had Justin Fields and Mac Jones.
Right.
Mac Jones obviously is gone, but if Justin Fields can start, at least I don't have to make any crazy trades. But I am trying to trade up for the number 1 overall.
And who would you take
behind the scenes? I'm going. I got to go.
You take, yeah. Okay.
I got to go with a quarterback that's going to be there for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know,
what are you going to offer? What do you got? What do you?
Well, I'm offering the house, man. I'm throwing the next 2 years of first round picks. I'm going to throw Njoku in there, tight end.
Yeah, from Cleveland. Yep.
So the guy that has the number 1 pick, he doesn't need a quarterback, but he goes, I wouldn't mind a rookie quarterback on my team. I'm like, no, here, dude, here.
There you go.
Take up this whole league, man. Yeah. Everybody thinks the Dakota Bears are going to be in the tank this year. But he's in my division, so that's going to be the tough part.
You don't trade within your division.
I know. How do you talk him into trading?
Yeah.
But
so
we'll see. We'll see. I'll let you know if I pull the trade off or not.
So what about like a Sam Darnold? Is he out there, or is somebody got him already?
No, we haven't had our 10 keepers yet.
But is he
10 keepers? I don't think he's going to be a keeper. No.
Would you draft him if he's there in like the 5th round or whatever?
Or Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Me personally, no.
Even if it's like. So how about JJ McCarthy? Do you spend
he'll be gone. He'll be gone in the 1st round.
You think somebody will pick him 1st round? Really?
Well, remember we have 10 keepers, so this is basically the first 10 rookies are off the board like that.
So how does that guy get the number 1 pick? That's because he was the worst last year.
He's crappy.
Okay. And he's got a quarterback. What's his quarterback?
Well, let me go into his team here.
All right. I was going to say, if he's got a quarterback, that's good.
Well, that's the thing. It's like he does have quarterbacks, but my transaction I proposed is still sitting out there, so he hasn't declined it. Let's see. Okay. He has Deshaun Watson, Daniel Jones, Trubisky, and that's it.
Oh, that's pretty rough.
Well, you got Deshaun Watson, man, but he's going to have a big year.
Yeah, he's not even practicing, dude. They don't even know if he's going to start.
What do you mean he's not? Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's hurt.
He's not hurt.
He is too. I saw something on ESPN the other day saying something about him.
He'll go get a massage. He'll be fine.
I knew you were going to go there. Yeah.
So preseason officially gets underway this weekend.
Yeah.
Vikings have the Raiders. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see.
And then the Bears will have. What do the Bears have? We have off this week?
No, you should have a game.
Oh, Bills at the Bills. Spread Bears by 1.
Nah, you don't do any of that stuff now, do you? Talking spread.
There's a lot of people that do it. Vikings are 3.5-point underdogs to the Raiders.
Are they going to Vegas or are they staying in?
No, it's in Minnesota.
In Minnesota. So
it's on the NFL Network if you want to go watch it.
Oh, that'll be on. What is that? Saturday. I'll be at Valley Fair. I'm taking my daughter and some of her friends up there. Taking Lily Rose and some friends to Valley Fair on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good time there. Woo,
yeah, buddy.
Yeah, you got it.
So Olympics, men's and women are getting underway with their tournaments.
Yep.
I haven't been following it a lot, but
I haven't followed anything. I know that we're like killing every other country in medals, so that's good.
We have 24 golds to China's 22. We have 31 silvers to China's 22.
Yeah.
31 bronze compared to 19 for France.
And then what overall? We got like 84 medals, and then everybody else is
86 to 60. Yeah. China's got 60.
Yeah. But there's no USSR or no Soviet teams in there, right?
Nope.
Did they get banned? I don't know.
Busy. They're all busy. All right.
They're fighting. Yeah.
Oh, they're at war right now. You don't see any Ukrainians there either.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I haven't watched a whole lot. The gymnastics is pretty cool. I suppose I'll watch when the U.S. makes it to the gold medal game. If they do, I'll probably watch that.
Yeah, that's kind of me too.
Summer's so short. I try to get outside as much as I can, spend as much time as I can outside. And so we try not to put the TV on too much.
You got a necklace on right now?
Do I? No. Yeah. Why?
What's dangling there?
Where?
Right there. Right in front of you. Oh, it's from your hat.
No, it is my earbud.
Oh, gotcha.
That I wear. Yeah.
This thing just I'm starting to follow it like a cat.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
As long as you don't start pawing at me, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my earbud. Because the cordless ones, if somehow one of my kids starts my car, it goes to the Bluetooth. So just to make sure that everything
Some
is.
of my best Snapchats to you.
Yeah, I know. I haven't.
You haven't heard it.
Interrupted by the gosh darn Bluetooth in the car. So it happens. So, but kind of a quick update on my oldest daughter, Gracie. Her and Becky went to Stevens Point, Wisconsin on Monday just to check out the college. So that's where Gracie's going to go next year for college. Yeah,
next year, like this year.
She will go next year. She can take like a few more generals at the community college here. So she's like, I'll do that. I'll work a little bit. I'll save money. And then she's already applied and all that stuff. So she'll be going there, continuing on in the Department of Natural Resources courses that she loves so much. So she was,
there you go.
She came home and she was pretty, Dad, it was so freaking awesome there. I went, it's like, okay, it's kind of fun to see your kid excited about college.
Gabby, we moved Gabby in the 24th. And we'll be down to Izzy. We just got her ready for 7th grade.
Grade, yeah. God, you're almost on your way out, boy.
I know. The nest is getting a little spacious.
Yeah. And then you put up the for sale sign, right?
Yeah.
Then
where?
Yeah.
Rochester?
Why not? Minneapolis, at least. Somewhere around here.
You never know.
Well, if you guys want to move south too, you just have to have your wife talk my wife into it, and we'll follow you.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if we'd go as far as Arizona, but
I wouldn't go to Arizona. I'd go the other way.
Oh, you'd go like Florida?
You got it, buddy.
I've never been in a hurricane. Well, yeah, I have. I've had some 70, 80 mile an hour winds here.
Yeah, you've had a few hurricanes in your day.
I don't want to be boarding up my window.
You live in the middle of the state and you don't have to worry about it. Just a big rainfall. But if you live on the beach, then you got to worry about it. But if you're inland, 50, 60 miles, you're good. You just have big windstorm and a rainstorm. Like what just the other night, we had a freaking windstorm here. It's freaking crazy. I'm like,
we finally got rain the other day. We got almost 2 inches of rain overnight.
Yeah,
and I slept through the whole thing.
It was the best night of sleep you've had in a long time.
And I went out and I'm like, it must have rained. Got to work, and people like, they'll call in what their totals were. And one says inch 85. I'm like, what? So I called them up. I'm like, I said, you seriously get an inch 85? Yeah. hear the thunder and the lightning? I'm like, no.
I just heard
my room's upstairs too.
That's all you heard, right? It was Cheryl snoring.
Yeah. Don't say that too loud. That was me.
I'm just kidding, Cheryl. Don't hate me. So
yeah.
But yeah.
Got my cousin just tuning in. Was
okay. Not there anymore.
Well, I don't have any eyes up in that left corner, but
we got there you go. Yeah, there she is. And then now she's gone.
Lives over in Minnesota.
So. It looks like she might be back up now. We got to view her again.
She's unfortunately a Viking fan as well.
Well, I'm sure she'd be happy if your Bears won the Super Bowl, would be my guess. Or do you think no?
Yeah, I think she would because her husband's a Bears fan.
Oh, boy.
Don't ask me how they stayed married or anything like that.
yeah.
So he's always a Bears fan. It's been kind of cool.
So you're married to a Colts fan. How do you guys stay married?
No, it was basically Peyton Manning.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because when he went to Denver, then all of a sudden she was a Denver.
She was
fan.
a huge, which makes more sense because Denver's actually pretty close to where you live.
8
right?
hours. It's the same as Minneapolis. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's closer to Denver than it is to Chicago, right?
But what bothers me is when people find out you're from North Dakota and say, "Oh, you must be a Viking fan." It's like, no, I must not be.
No.
Everybody in North Dakota. No, we're not. We're not all Viking fans. We're not all Packer fans.
Well,
it's a mix.
Yeah.
Quite the mix.
There's a good diverse fan base in North Dakota.
There is.
But now would you say you are an NDSU or a North Dakota fan?
Oh, NDSU. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just because they have a better football team?
Well, no. Just NDSU has been always to me, the main college, but
the main college. Gotcha.
The main college. I wouldn't say main college.
The Bismarck State Beavers don't rile you up at all.
Mystics.
What are they? The Mystics?
They're the Mystics. That's Minot State Beavers.
Oh, the Beavers are Minot State. Okay.
Yeah.
Becky. Yeah.
Yeah, Becky's a Beaver.
She's a Beaver. I got her a T-shirt.
Beavers, yeah.
I got her a T-shirt.
Yep, every year they ask for their donations for their.
Yeah. For sure.
But,
what the hell is a Mystic? I don't get it.
I don't have a logo.
Okay. Well,
it's like maybe a. I don't know.
Watch your money disappear.
Yeah.
There you go.
So quick touch on Major League Baseball.
Yes, sir.
Kershaw pitched well last night.
That's good. Good to
hear.
But
they lost. They took him out after 4 2/3. So I don't know if that was a pitch count thing or what it was. I'm hoping it was a pitch count thing.
I'm guessing pitch count for him. Twins have been playing well. And then they went to Chicago.
Night,
yep. Lopez freaking. At least they didn't lose. They didn't lose to the White Sox, so that was good for the Twins.
The White Sox almost made history, but they ended up winning.
Who did they beat?
I just seen that they had a big thing on there that says White Sox have won 1 in a row.
Woo!
They were going for 21 in a row losses, but Tuesday night, White Sox beat the lowly A's.
Oh, well, there you go.
Chance to get back on track and make their push to get out of the cellar. They are 41 games back.
Yep.
And fourth place is Detroit.
Yep.
And they're like
15 back, aren't they?
Oh God, they're 14, but the White Sox are 41 back. So what's that make them? That's like 30 some games behind 4th place.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But good news, Charles Barkley is going to work with TNT. He is not retiring.
Okay.
Even if they don't have the NBA contract, he's still going to work with TNT in some sort.
Okay. Well, there you go. He makes a lot of commercials too. I think every commercial that I actually watch, if I'm watching live TV, it's him talking about a Subway or something. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. And I don't know.
I got to be careful with.
And I don't know if you knew this, but Billy Beane has passed away.
Oh, really?
Yep. 60 years old.
He's one of my first autographs I got.
Is he? Yeah. He was the first openly gay player
when he played for the Twins.
Yep. And
it was the GM in Oakland.
Well, no, it says here the California native played in the 6 big league seasons, made his debut with Detroit Tigers, played for the Dodgers and the Padres. Never mentions the Twins here whatsoever.
Is this a different Billy Beane?
Well, it said that Beane wrote a book titled Going the Other Way, was often keynote speaker, joined the commissioner's office in 2014. Yeah, must be a different one. I don't know. Well, was the Billy Beane, was he gay? Was the Billy Beane, was he gay or not?
I don't think so, but when you said that, so how's it spelled? Beane?
No, Bean.
Oh, so Billy Beane, the one that was the vice president of the A's, is Beane.
Oh, there you go. So there's two of them.
Yeah, there's 2 Billy Beanes.
Wow, how crazy is
the
that?
Billy Beane that was the one played for the Twins in 86 and 87.
There you go. And he was the general manager for the Oakland A's from 97 to 2015.
There you go. And then you can go watch Moneyball as Brad Pitt played Billy Beane in Moneyball. Good show. Good movie.
Yeah. Talks about the importance of not spending money. Right?
Yep. And then he's got the song at the end, his daughter singing to him.
I remember that one. I haven't seen the movie in forever, so I'll have to go back and watch it one of these days.
You have to go watch it. It's fitting. Your daughters are probably sing the same song to you. So
give me money, 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 lots of money.
No, that's
I'll watch it. Okay, sounds good. So
what else we got going on today?
That's about it, my friend. We've talked sports. Yeah, I don't know. Dodgers are playing well. Twins were playing well. Guardians were kind of falling on their hats, but the Padres and the Diamondbacks are playing well. So it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun finish to MLB. We haven't spent a lot of time on it because they play 162 games. So, I mean, it's like, but what do you got there?
Here you go.
Okay.
Don't show it to anyone else.
This is a song she sings.
Let me know if you change your mind and stay in California. If not, you're a really great dad.
Go.
I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze and love is a riddle. I don't know where to go, can't do it alone. I've tried and I don't know why. I'm just a little girl lost in the moment. I'm so scared, but I don't show it. I can't figure it out. It's bringing me down, I know. I've got to let it go and just enjoy the show. Slow it down, make it stop, or else my heart is going to pop. 'Cause it's too much, yeah, it's a lot to be something I'm not. I'm a fool out of love.
Soon.
And I just can't get enough. I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze and
it's
love
coming.
is a riddle. Don't know where to
It's only a
go,
2-minute
can't
video,
do
so
it alone. I've tried, and I don't know why. I'm just a little girl lost in the moment. I'm so scared.
It's a cool song.
But I don't show it. I can't figure it out. It's bringing me down, I know. I've got to let it go and just enjoy the show. Dum-de-dum, da-dum-de-dum. Just enjoy the show. You're such a loser, Dad. You're such a loser, Dad. You're such a loser, Dad. Just enjoy the show. You're such a loser, Dad. You're such a loser, Dad. You're
such a loser, Dad.
Yeah. Well, with that, we should probably end our podcast. And I will tip my hat to you, my friend.
You have a great.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, buddy. It always takes one. Peace out.